Okay, bye, Miss.
Bye-bye, dear.
Bye.
Bye. Children, all of you don't have to leave. Some of you can stay here on Zoom.
I'm waiting to see the number that I want, and then I'll give them the instruction. All right, good morning again, children. Just a gentle reminder to keep your mics muted. Keep your mics muted. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, parents. Good morning to all of us who are joining from all across the parish, in St. Anne's Bay, in Windsor, wherever you are. Good morning. Now, today is an extraordinary day. It is Children's Day, and I think there's no better day than Children's Day because children are such beautiful gems and that make our lives so very meaningful. Today we join in on YouTube, on Zoom, and all social media platforms to celebrate you, you boy, you girl, you extraordinaire. Happy Children's Day. Most of you may know me as Miss Rattigan, and there are a few other persons who are on the platforms today to celebrate with you, to cheer you on, to tell you that we love you. Now, at this time, we're going to be hearing from Mrs. Kato Hall, and she has a message for you children for your Children's Day. Happy Children's Day, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. It was Nelson Mandela who said, "There is no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way it treats its children." Today, we choose to celebrate you. You are not just important to the staff of the St. Anne's Bay Primary, but you are an important ingredient to the development and the growth of this great nation. Celebrate today, children. Remember, you are important. You are special, you are needed, you are loved. Happy Children's Day, everyone.
And that was a message from Mrs. Kato Hall. And today, you are only here because of God's grace and mercy. So before we go into all the fun and all the exciting activities that we have planned for you today, let us just pause to thank God for each and every one of you, for your five senses, for the ability to be brilliant and just be here to bless our hearts as you, your unique self. We have a special person today. His name is Pastor Smallwood. He is here to petition the throne of grace for us, to pray for us, and to lead our day and to take on this mandate into this our Children's Day. Now, Pastor Smallwood, he is, as I said, a pastor, so he's a minister of religion. He has 5 children. He has his own radio program called Rebirth on ARI FM. He is a political candidate. He is a poet and a motivational speaker. He's also a writer. Now, Pastor Smallwood is here to bless our hearts and to ask for God's guidance throughout today's activities. Now, before Pastor Smallwood comes, I have to, of course, lead with a child because it is, of course, Children's Day. So before he comes, we are going to hear from our special songbird, Patrice from grade 1.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul.
Wow, how beautiful. I'll worship your holy name. And the Bible says, a little child shall lead them. And I believe that children are the trendsetters. They are who we should know and nurture and build them up and encourage them, because they are really the future leaders of tomorrow. They're the movers and shakers of society. And as small as they are, we should continue to encourage them so that they can shine brightly, that they can worship, that they can dance, that they can speak, and they can be very vibrant and instrumental citizens of the society. At this time, I welcome Pastor Smallwood, who will lead us into devotion.
Good morning, Senans Bay Primary School family. I greet you in the mighty name of Him who is still able to keep us from falling and to present us faultless before His throne. Thank you to Miss Rattigan, is it? And also to Patrice Brown for that beautiful rendition. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. It is really a beautiful thing, especially as a father, when I hear children sing. I have 5 children and they're all singers. And it's just beautiful when I hear a child singing. In your introduction, Ms. Rattigan, I heard you mention IRA FM. I do not work for IRA FM. I work for Fit FM. Fit FM 96.7.
So sorry about that.
From Stuart Castle in the parish of Trelawney. My program is Rebirth. It means where redemption eventually brings into reality total healing, and you're all free to tune in every Tuesday evening at 6 for that Bible study program. Let me greet the family again. Principal Trevor Cole. It is good when in a very heated place like St. Anne, you have a principal who is called by name, but not by character. And so, Principal Cole, I greet you and your staff and the entire cadre of people of the St. Anne's Bay Primary School, and by extension, any representative from Region 3. Today, in keeping with the theme, I strive to overcome adversities with resilience. I want to talk to you quickly on a little story that I've entitled, He Took My Beating for Me. He took my beating for me. Just before I share that story with you, in application, let us bow our heads for prayer. Our great God and our eternal Heavenly Father, we pause today to give you thanks, to give you praise for life, for the newness of life that we find in you even now, that we can still breathe, live, move, and have our beings. We thank you for the St. Anne's Bay Primary School family, its leadership, the staff, the students, the parents, and the many sacrifices that we all have to make, especially in this coronavirus pandemic. We thank you in the ways that you have wrought miracles in our lives to protect us from this evil on this world at this time, and also to provide us life and food, shelter, and clothing. As I speak to this group of people this morning, I pray that the abiding power of your Holy Spirit will be made felt in my life, and that I will be the conduit through which your words will go forth. This is my prayer with thanksgiving in Jesus' name. Amen. He took my beating for me. I don't know how many of you as students of this school know of this story. Probably have heard of it. There was once a school in a part of America, Virginia, that is. And it was a boys' school. And there was a very disruptive class, uncooperative, unresponsive, boisterous, loud, mischievous, and very unkind to all the teachers that tried to teach them. And so within weeks of applying to the school, each teacher would resign. And so the application was again sent out by the school's director for anyone who is interested in teaching this class. And a young gray-haired, very young gray-haired man applied for the job. As he applied and he came to the school, the director asked him, "Do you know what you're taking up on yourself?" And he responded, "Yes, I am here to make a difference in the school," was his response. The next day, he went to the class, and by the time he walked in, a very big, sturdy-looking, powerful-looking young man by the name of Big Boy. Big Boy decided that he was going to intimidate this teacher, that he was going to try to scare him. And he said to the other students, the teacher said, "Good morning." He said, don't respond. I will take care of him. I will deal with him myself and chase him out of our class. But the teacher said, "Good morning," and they all responded in a very raucous and disrespectful manner. "Morning, teacher." They were carrying on loudly. And he said, "I am here to conduct school. And in order for me to conduct school, we have to set a set of rules. Now, I think it is fitting for us to have 10 rules, 10 rules. And so what rules would you want to govern this classroom?" One boy at the back shouted out, "No stealing." Another one shouted out, "No fighting." And they carried on until they established 10 rules. Now, the class ended, the day ended. The next day they came back to school. This same Big Boy, he realized that his lunch was stolen. And he went to report it to the teacher. As he reported that his lunch was stolen, the teacher said, "Well, students, we have set a standard in this class. And the standard says that if you break a rule, you have to be punished. And you had said that the punishment should be 10 licks across your back. Now, who is it that stole the lunch of Big Boy?" A little timid, cranky-looking boy at the back. He said nothing and he looked very guilty. They found out he was the one that stole Big Boy's lunch. Now the teacher knows that he has to set a precedent. He has to set the example if he wants this class to abide by the rules. And so he said, "Well, what is the punishment?" Students all shouted, 10 licks across the back, sir." And he carried on. Now, as little Johnny walked up to the front, guilty, timid, skinny looking, very hungry, he said, "Teacher, I will take the licks for my misdeed, but please don't allow me to take off my coat." He was wearing a very big coat that was obviously not his. But the teacher said, "But the rule says you have to take off your coat." He said, "Please, I'm begging you, don't take off my coat." But they insisted based on the rules that he had to take off his coat to get the licks, 10 licks. And they took off his coat. As they took off his coat, they realized that he was not wearing his uniform shirt. They realized that his body was so slim looking, his ribs were showing. He had no flesh on his body. It's obvious that he was not eating enough. And he started to cry. "My daddy died. My mommy doesn't have enough to feed us. And I was hungry when I came to school and I felt like I was gonna die. So I stole the lunch and I ate it." And the class was now overcome with emotions. But the teacher insisted, "You stole the lunch, so you have to take the beating." And so as he took off this coat and he looked at him, he realized that he would not be able to withstand the beating. Big Boy stood up, walked up to him, hugged him, and said, "Johnny, even though you stole my lunch, I will take the beating for you." And Johnny bent over. And the teacher started to strike, 1 strike, 2 strike. And by the time the teacher reached the 5th strike, the stick was broken. And Big Boy was there as if it was nothing to him. But Johnny, little Johnny, was in pain to know that he had stolen somebody's lunch and that same person was taking the beating for him. And he ran to Big Boy and he hugged him and he said, "I'm sorry, Big Boy, I'm sorry for stealing your lunch. I will love you for the rest of my life. I will be your friend for the rest of my life." And the entire class was now in tears. The teacher finished beating big boy, he hugged Johnny. He said to Johnny, Johnny, I forgive you for stealing my lunch. And from this day onwards, I will take lunch and share it with you. You are my friend for the rest of my life. That changed the culture of the school, but it doesn't necessarily change the culture of the society in which we live. There are many perpetrators of injustice, as we would call it, who go out and take from other people things that don't belong to them. Steal, rob, kill, maim, hurt. We have heard of so many children that are being molested and disrespected and treated badly. But who is taking the beating for all of us and our sins? It is Jesus Christ himself. The Bible tells us in Isaiah that he was, Isaiah chapter 53, that he was wounded for our transgression and bruised for our iniquities. And the chastisement of our peace is laid upon him. And by his stripes we are healed. It is God who is healing us. And I say to you this morning, St. Anne's Bay Primary School family, many of you are marooned from the class. Perhaps grade 6 is allowed to school based on the protocol, based on your exams that you will sit before long. But outside of that, the question is, what kind of kindness are you showing to your friends in school? What kind of kindness are you showing to your colleagues, to your associates, to people that you see on the street? As you move forward with your life, the question is, are you striving to overcome the adversities of your life with resilience, knowing that the Spirit of God is with you and he has taught you to be kind, to be affectionate, to be loving, to be forgiving, to be embracing of others, even when they have done you wrong? Are you willing to do that? I ask the teachers the same thing. In a school setting where you will have the competitive spirit and everyone wants to be the top teacher, do you tear down other teachers and say bad things about your colleagues? Or are you all embracing and kind-spirited and exhibit that sense of camaraderie in the schoolroom? And by extension, the administrators. I know that in many schools, and I know what I'm saying, I have sat as a chairman of a school board more than once. And I know that in some schools, you have sabotage, the spirit of sabotage, where administrators are concerned. They will try to sabotage those who are not in keeping with their values and their own personal styles of leadership. But we have to remember at the end of the day that we ought to be kind to each other. We ought to be loving to each other. As I close this morning, I close with a very important story. Again, there was once a Shakespearean orator that used to travel the world, and he used to, talk about the Shakespeare classics and present them in a poetic form. At the end of his recitation, he would finish with Psalm 23, a recital of Psalm 23. And one evening, as he was now about to recite Psalm 23 in this grand audience of powerful people of all different walks of life, was this young lad. He raised his hand, called from the back, "Sir, may I recite Psalm 23 for you today?" The actor was amazed because he knew that this young lad had no experience like him. He would not be able to woo the audience like he did. He would not be able to get a standing ovation. And so he called him to the front and put him center and said, "Go ahead and do it," because he knew that he was going to embarrass himself. Still, the young lad stood up and he started to recite the psalm. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters." And he continued. At the end of the rendition, there was no usual round of applause. There was no standing ovation. There was no shouting, nothing. Instead, you could hear a somber cry and a hush over the entire audience. The people were moved to tears based on this young lad's recitation. The actor was amazed. The actor turned to the young lad and said, "Young man, all of my life I have been presenting Psalm 23, but never once was I able to have the effects as you did on the audience. Tell me, what is your secret? Tell me, please, what is your secret?" The young lad did not as much as look up at the actor. But in a humble manner, he replied, Sir, you know the psalm, but I know the shepherd. You know the psalm, but I know the shepherd. It is good when in a pandemic, in a crisis situation, when you're challenged to have a new norm as teachers and to find new and innovative and creative ways to impact and inspire your children, your students. It is important when, as administrators, you have to find new and innovative ways to impact and motivate your staff. It is important that as teachers, you find new collaborative ways to share the knowledge that you have so that you can experience new achievements, especially in a pandemic. And the answer to all of this is not just to know a scripture or not just to take a beating, but to know the shepherd of our souls, because he restores our souls. He leadeth us in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And surely it is my hope that goodness and mercy will follow St. Anne's Bay Primary School all the days of your life, and that every single one of you, from principal to vice principals to teachers to staff to students to parents to the entire family, that you will all be blessed for the remaining portion of your lives. May God bless you. May God cause his face to shine upon you. May he be gracious to you, lift his countenance upon you all, and give you his peace. In Jesus' name, have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Smallwood. I extend to you great gratitude for your words of wisdom and your words of encouragement. There is a gem that you left with us that I picked up on. It said, you know the psalm, but I know the shepherd. And I just want to remind the children this Children's Day that Jesus loves you. You may not know the psalm, but you know Jesus and he loves you. And you must always remember that Jesus has made you fearfully and wonderfully and beautifully. God has created you with his own hands and he knows your purpose. So all you have to do is talk to him, pray with him, say, Jesus, take me as I am and help me to find my purpose in this world. Remember, they may know the psalm, but you can know the shepherd. You know Christ Jesus who has made you and who loves you unconditionally. Thank you so much, Pastor Smallwood. The St. Anne's Bay staff and community sends our love, sings our praises for your time spent with us this Children's Day. At this time, I am going to invite Miss Kamok. Now, Miss Kamok has some words to tell you about a special person who will be joining us today on YouTube and on Zoom and on all our social media platforms. Miss Kamok is going to introduce our guest host. I won't say anything more. I'll leave that for Miss Kamok to do. Miss Kamok?
Thank you, Mr. Ratigan. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Happy Children's Day. Pastor Somerville is originally from the beautiful parish of St. Anne. He is a graduate of the Northern Caribbean University and the University for International Cooperation, where he completed a BA in Religion and Theology, as well as Masters in Project Management. He currently serves as the Senior Pastor of the Exchange District of Churches and the Youth and Chaplaincy Ministries Director of the North Jamaica Conference. Pastor Somerville embraces the mission to do his best to help others in a lasting relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. I welcome our host for today's special event, Pastor Somerville.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Kamok. It's good to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. And thank you so much for doing such a wonderful job at introducing the MC for today, or the host for the program today. I was just thinking that Pastor Smallwood needs to have you on the radio station one of these nights, because she has a nice voice for radio. And so you need
Thank
to be on
you.
Rebirth one of these days. No problem. You're welcome. And thank you so much for doing such a great job. I will tell you that I'm not alone, everybody. My co-host is here with me, Miss Rattigan, not because she seems so reserved in what we're doing today. She is as much a part of what we're doing here as I am. So I want to say good morning, and I want to say happy Children's Day. I'm happy for all of you who are celebrating. And let me tell you something. Sometimes I wonder if growing up is overrated. It's a part of life. Yes, it's all a part of life. But while you are children, enjoy your days as children. There might just come a time when you have to you have to be turning off the light switches, because you now understand the burden of paying the light bill and a number of other things. So I want you all to enjoy your childhood and enjoy your children. I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to be here today. And as I've said, as we go through this program, make it a very interesting and exciting one. You can light up the chat with PTL, that's praise the Lord, or amen, or whatever you think is necessary to ensure that we communicate the gratitude that we have. So if you know you attend the best primary school in St. Anne and
That is
in
true.
Jamaica and all over, just put in the chat, we attend the best primary school. If you know you
Best
attend the best
primary
primary school,
school.
so you put that there. I see 119 people on YouTube the last time I checked, and the Zoom room was full to capacity, which means that our children or parents are well on the ball. Ms. Rattigan, do we have anything more to say before we proceed with the program, the rest of the program at least?
Yes, I want to say that children enjoy being a child. Some of you are so eager to grow up. I have some of my students saying, Miss, I just want to grow up to do whatever I want to do. Enjoy your childhood days. This is the best time of your life. You will eat, sleep, run, and do all those things without at any cost. So enjoy being young and enjoy having your family and your friends and your guardians there with you, taking care of you as you develop. Now, before we go any further, there is someone that the children love. And some of them, when they see him coming, they run down the corridors. Who can guess who that person is? Let me see in the chat if you can guess who that person is. He doesn't even have to open his mouth. He can just appear. I see some person saying, yes, Mr. Cole. Mr. Cole is such a stalwart, and we love and appreciate him at Sinners Bay Primary. Such a father figure, and he loves the children. And he is here to wish you happy Children's Day. Mr. Cole.
It's right again. Why you sweetening me up, sir? Thank you so much.
He's only stating the obvious, sir.
Thank you so much, Miss Rattigan. Good morning, all. Good morning, boys and girls. I have not seen so many of you in such a long time. I really miss you. I miss seeing you here on the campus, walking around, going to the talk shop, going in your classes, interacting with your friends, and just being here at school. I miss you, and the teachers miss you. But good morning, and happy Children's Day to you, boys and girls. Let me just do the protocol and just to acknowledge the moderators, Pastor Somerville, Miss Rattigan, our grade 4 teacher, Pastor Smallwood, for such an inspiring devotion. Thank you so much, Pastor, for sharing. Let me also recognize our Vice Principal, Mrs. Maxwell Harvey, who manages the portfolio of curriculum and standard, our senior management team, our teachers, parents, boys and girls. And we're streaming live on YouTube, so we are open to the world. So greetings from my office to all the big scholars out there in Jamaica and across the world. Boys and girls, today, as your principal, I join with our teachers, your families, and our country in celebrating you on this special occasion. As a school family, we want you to know that you are loved, you are appreciated, and important. You are the engines of our school. We rely on you. You are the buzz, boys and girls. You are the energy. You are the source of our motivation. And indeed, you are the wind beneath our wings. We look forward to seeing you turning up for school, whether it's online or face-to-face. We look forward to the opportunity to interact with you, to hear your views, to share stories. And we appreciate the growth that we have seen over time. Importantly, boys and girls, to us right here at St. Anne's Bay Primary, you are a gift. You are a gift from God. And we truly value and cherish that. You know, I wish things were different. That's being honest. I wish things were different, where we could sit together, we could play, we could have fun, we could do things like we normally would. But that is how things are sometimes. But what we know, and I'm confident about this, is that the COVID pandemic will be over in some time. And we will get the opportunity once again to gather and to interact and to play and to have fun together. So while we're celebrating today, we have to also understand that we have a role to play in getting rid of this COVID pandemic so that things can get back to normal. So I'm going to encourage you to follow the protocols, ensure that you're wearing your mask when you're on the outside, you're sanitizing, and you are doing the things to keep yourself safe and also your families. You'd have heard it from so many persons before, but the beautiful days of childhood are never going to come back. They will never come back. Sometimes I wish I could go back to being a child, but the reality is that the days of being a child will not come back. And so I want to encourage you today to make full use of this opportunity. Make full use of it. Enjoy your childhood. Enjoy being a child. Enjoy spending time playing with your friends and playing skipping and the boys, you know, playing marble and playing football and cricket and having fun as a child. Enjoy all of it because time is going really, really fast. And you want to create that memory so that when you're older, you can sit back, you can look back, you can reflect, and you can feel proud and feel comfortable that you enjoy your childhood. So on this special occasion, this day, when Jamaica celebrates its children, we pause at our school, at St. Anne's Bay Primary, to wish you all the best. And I personally want to wish that you will always stay kind and loving and caring and considerate and full of zeal to learn, because that's what our school is for. Our school is for your holistic development, for you to grow and to be the best version of yourself. So boys and girls, happy Children's Day to you. At St. Anne's Bay Primary, we reach, we conquer, we achieve, we soar. Enjoy your day, and thank you to the committee led by Mrs. Cato Hall for organizing and for coordinating the activities today, and for all the persons who have made their contribution to this process. Enjoy your day, boys and girls. Teachers and other stakeholders, do enjoy God's blessing. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And I hope the students are paying attention to all that you said. People on YouTube, I pray you're paying attention to what sir said. Sir said he misses all of you. He also said that you are a gift. And he also said that you are the wind beneath the wings of the institution. So that's a mouthful, but it tells you how strongly you are loved, cared for, and also an integral part of the development of our school. I see Sir saying this: let's reach, conquer, achieve, and definitely soar. Thank you so much, sir, for bringing such an inspiring greeting to our students and staff today. At this time, Ms. Rattigan, do you have anything to add to that?
I think Mr. Cole has said a mouthful, and he continues to, without even, as I say, open his mouth, to be an example and a figure. And I'm sure that even the girls, because the boys will embody his qualities, but even girls can look at him and say, you know, this is somebody that I want to be, and can take his qualities and say, I want to be great, just as how Mr. Cole has encouraged us to be great. Now, Mr. Cole said
Definitely.
something interesting in his introduction. He talked about stories. Pastor Somerville, he talked about stories, and growing up, I like to read a lot of stories. I'm a bookworm or a little nerd at heart, as I love stories. Any story you name it, any book you name it, my head is buried in it. Now, story time is a part of our whole culture, and even in our school culture. And I think children are able to just get away and be enthralled and immersed into these stories, because stories are so exciting. And it wouldn't be Children's Day without story time. And we have with us Auntie Denise, who is going to bring to us story time. I don't know what story she has planned, but I know it is about to be really exciting. So over to Auntie Denise. Story time.
Good morning, boys and girls. Oh, me look right in at the Zoom, they call it. Me looking at the Zoom and me see some pretty face and some handsome face. Well, guess what? Me wishing for you a happy Children's Day. But guess what? Take a sip of my tea. Me there here to tell you one story. From me, I grew up, you know, they used to tell me an auntie story, and Lord, it's sweet, them sweet, because guess what? And Nancy was a little trickster, and me love for retelling story them, and me have one Nancy story to tell you this morning. Anyhow, let me start. One time, you know, they did have one cricket match where I had my toe, but Brian Nancy was a country born king. Yes, man, a country born king. So him know say, in order for him reach out at the cricket match, he must come up to one device, man. He must come up with one plan to reach there. Because country they far from town, and town they far from country. Anyhow, Brian Nancy sit down and he think, and he say, oh, me can't reach town. Then he remember say one train travel from country to town. So he tell all my friend them about it. He tell Brer Rabbit and he tell Brer Snake. But guess what? Brer Nancy may have no money. So how him go take train? So he ain't no twin friend them. So let me ask you something. You not have money? Snake says, what kind of question that? Brer Nancy said, what about you, Rabbit? You have money? Rabbit said, me always have my money. Anywhere. Brian Nancy say, all right, me have one plan for we got the cricket match. Cause we can't miss this match. West Indies against England. We can't miss it. So guess what? Me have one plan. For all of we travel for one ticket. Go to town and travel come back. Snake say, Nancy, you always come up with some foolishness. You always come up with some foolishness. So anyway, he said, don't worry yourself, man. Guess what? You put the money together, and any little money we're going to use it for food. Yes, you are going to buy food, and you're going to share it with me, because I me come up with the plan. Anyway, then decide to put the money together and give Brother Nancy. Brother Nancy now say, me can't keep the rest too, you know. Me can't keep, but because they know so them brethren is a trickster, then decide, say, no, they're not giving Anansi their money. So they put the money together, fill the ticket. So the next day, them reach at the train station. Hi, them reach the early 5 o'clock. But Brian Nancy, them really did excited. Them really did excited because they well want to see the cricket match. So Brian Nancy take the money and go to the booth and buy one ticket. Then all board the train when the train comes. So the train will come, drive. When it come and land right there, so then go on the train. Brian Nancy say, all right, we're going to the bathroom. We're going to the bathroom. Snake say, Nancy, what do you mean we're gonna? Me not traveling no bathroom, no tongue. What I talk about? Well, Nancy said, no, just watch the thing now, man. Cause we going to the bathroom. So then going to the bathroom and then lock the bathroom door. When a few minutes pass and the train are going about it business, choo. They hear one knock on the bathroom door, boom, 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 boom. Brother and sister said to Brother Rabbit, push the ticket under the door. So the conductor, take out the ticket and gone. He said, can we wait for 5 minutes and then we come out of the bathroom? We are going to have our own seat. So after 5 minutes, then come out of the bathroom and hold the seat. Hey, they land at town. And when they land at town now, Brother Snake and Brother Rabbit decide, say, they more buy food. But when they start buying the food, Brother Nancy, I watch them. They never give Brother Nancy no. So Brother Nancy say, where my food? Remember we agree on something, you know. Where's my food? Them say, Brother Nancy, we buy your lunch, man. Just hold a seat now. We buy your lunch. But anyway, going on to the day, Brother Nancy, I get hungry. In poor belly, I grow like a ocean. And they still not give him no food. Brother Nancy get fed up and walk up to one of the vendor them and say, me want one patty and one bag juice. Rabbit and Snake go pay for. The vendor then give him the bag juice and the patty. And Brother Rabbit go to Brother Rabbit and Snake. Brother Rabbit and Snake feel one way now. But they take out the money and say, hold this. When later come, we will give you the rest. So the vendor say, all right, make sure you give me my money. Anyway, Brother Snake and Brother Rabbit decide, say, Anansi just diss them. So guess what? Then go make sure Anansi feel it. So then devise a plan. When the cricket match done, they said them all run left by Anansi and left him with the vendor. Them all go up on the train and left him at home. Hey. But Brother Nancy did a watch, you know, in a corner here and I say, hey, they up to something, you know. Me not like this. They up to something. So when the cricket match nearly done, Brother Rabbit and Brother Snake decided to tell Nancy, so they have to use the bathroom. When 5 minutes pass and Brother Nancy look around and see Brother Snake and Brother Rabbit, him decide, say, no, sir. Something they up to. When he look round, he see the vendor them a come. Brother Nancy take up his foot them and run to the train. Hey, he did already know where Brother Rabbit and Brother Snake it up to. Then gone in the bathroom, go lock up. So Brother Nancy just go right to the bathroom door, knock on the door, boom, 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 boom. Tickets, please. Then push the ticket under the door. Brother Nancy just take up the ticket, put it in her pocket, and go hold in seat. Hey. Then wait till 5 minutes, then come out, come take seat. Not even 2 minutes later, they see the conductor and walk down the aisle. Tickets, please. Brother Nancy took out the ticket and give to the conductor. When the conductor reached Brother Snake and Brother Rabbit, here Brother Rabbit, but I gave the ticket to the next conductor. The conductor said, not no go, sir. Me are the only conductor on this train here. Where your ticket there? Oh, you know what happened next? You know what happened next? The train top. And then throw Brother Rabbit and Brother Snake out of the train. Lord of mercy. Right on the head top. And guess what happened? The vendor them all this time around on the train because they want the rest of their money. And of course, they catch up to Brother Rabbit and Brother Snake and give them a proper beating. When they done with Brother Rabbit and Brother Snake, all Brother Rabbit and Brother Snake could have do is see the back of the train. And when they look, they see Brother Nancy and look upon them. Yeah, Brother Nancy, hey, only can't trick me. Me are the baddest trickster around town. No, Jack Mandora, me no choose none.
Thank you, Auntie Denise. And as Miss Lou would say, she would say, "Aye, aye, aye."
Or Jack
When the-
Mandora, I trust none.
Yes, I am a little rusty on the proverbs.
All right, me too.
Yes, that was a beautiful story. I enjoyed it, and I'm sure the children enjoyed it as well. There is no better time than story time, story time, story time, you know? So being a child is such a beautiful time of your life. So exciting. Everything is about fun, can done. And in light of that, we're going to play a game. And this game is called Would You Rather? Miss Waite is here to play this game with you. And all of us like games. I remember I used to play Chinese skip or run down and catch or last lick. And I like this other one named baseball. And we never had any bats, you know, we would use our hand and we had a box or a bottle and we throw it and box it and we would run. Man, growing up was so much fun. And outside was our playground. No,
Yes.
a lot of children are just glued to their tablets. Pastor Somerville, they're
Hose wheel,
missing
Miss
out.
Rattigan. You used to run hose wheel that you use the water hose and you make a little wheel and you get wire from the hanger and you push and run. You don't know that
I
one?
don't know that one. I don't know what is that
Pastor
called.
Somerville, you should know that one, man.
Yeah, I know that one. And you'd sometimes use a bottle to steer it, put a stick in the bottle, cut the bottle and put
Oh,
a
you
stick.
mean like you're making a little buggy?
Yes.
I guess that's what you call it from where you came.
These children, I don't know, but it is our responsibility to share our fun with them, you know, so that they can have an experience and something.
What about marbles, Miss Rattigan? Can you play marbles? You used to play marbles?
I can't shoot so straight because
Yeah.
my hand nimble. So
Yeah, you look like a Knox while work on Miss Rattigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But I would play everything, you know, even if they don't want me to play, I am right there in the midst of it. Because I want to be in the middle and to see exactly what is happening. We're going to play a game. Would you rather? Miss Waite is going to tune in.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Children's Day, boys and girls. I hope that you are having fun so far and you are enjoying everything that we have decided to put on for you today. All right. I'm sure you like to enjoy yourself and have fun. So I'm going to be playing this game with you, as Mr. Rattigan said. Would you rather? So I'll be asking you some questions, and what I want you to do, you can either type in the chat or you can raise your hands and I will acknowledge you. So I'm going to be asking you some questions. Are you ready, boys and girls? All right, let's go. All right. Here's the first one. It says, would you rather shave your eyebrows or shave your head? Which one would you prefer to do? You have to choose one. Would you rather shave your eyebrows or shave your head? All right, let me look to see who I'm going to be calling on. Students, raise your hand by pressing. You have to use the computer, just as you would do in your Zoom classes. Because I see persons are literally raising their hand. All right, who is this? Mariana, go ahead. Unmute. Quickly. Teachers, please help to unmute them. All right. They're not being unmuted.
You have to allow them to unmute.
Right.
You have to indicate for.
They're unmuted. You can go ahead, Miss Way.
Shave my eyebrow. I'll shave my eyebrow.
I'm seeing in the chat where persons are saying they'd prefer to shave their heads. So I'm going to move on from that one. All right, next one. All right, this one says, would you rather drink from a baby's bottle in public or wear a diaper in public? I'm going to be taking the answers from the chat because I'm not hearing persons.
I'll drink a bottle.
All right, you drink from a baby's bottle. Nobody would want to wear a diaper in public?
No, man.
Nobody would take that shot. All right.
I would never. Teacher, I will drink out of a baby's bottle.
All right, everybody would prefer to drink from a baby's bottle. All right, next one. It says, would you rather take a private jet anywhere you'd like to go in the world, or would you rather take a private jet anywhere?
A private ship. Both of them.
All right, I'm hearing both. I'm hearing both. All right, thank you, students. All right, next one. All right, this one says, would you rather have bad breath or smelly feet? You have to choose one. Would you rather to have bad breath?
Smelly feet.
All right, so nobody wants to have bad breath. I'm hearing smelly feet, smelly feet. All right, I think I would prefer smelly feet as well. I wouldn't want to have bad breath. All right, what about this one? All right, what about this one? Would you rather have rotten teeth or a huge nose?
Huge nose.
Huge nose.
All right, a huge nose. All right, thank you. What about this one? It says, would you rather to live in a world without music or in a world without television?
Music.
All right, next one. This one said, let's see what you're going to say for this one. This one is very interesting. Would you rather be rich and ugly or poor and good looking?
Rich and poor.
It says rich and ugly or poor and good looking.
Rich and good looking.
Right.
can get money.
All right. All right. Next one. This one says, all right. Are you listening? Would you rather have the ability to fly or have the power to read minds? Which one?
The power to
All right, I'm hearing read mind. All right, next one. This one says, would you rather break an arm or a leg? Remember, you have to choose one. Would you rather break an arm? Right. I'm hearing mostly arm. All right. This one, no. This one is the most interesting because I really want to hear your response for this one. It says, would you rather learn from home or learn from school? Which one would you prefer?
School.
All right. So everybody wants to go back to all right. And I see persons from YouTube, they're also saying that they would prefer to learn from school. All right, students, please mute yourselves. Mute yourselves. Thank you so much for participating. I want to also big up all the persons who are over there on YouTube. Children, please remember that you are special, you are important, and you should be valued. And that is why we took this opportunity to recognize you all today. So thank you so much for participating. So Mr. Cole, as you're seeing, our students would prefer to learn from school. So there are some things that we have to, we have to sort out this COVID thing. We have to find some ways to get the students back in school. All right, thank you, students, for participating.
All right, guys, go ahead now and mute your mics. Mute your mics. Go ahead and mute your mics. Before we continue, you have to mute your mics. Ensure that your mics are muted. Ensure that your mics are muted. Go ahead and mute your mics. Mute your mics, everyone. Mute your mics, mute your mics. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Ms. Ratigan, I have a question for you. Which would you prefer? Thank you so much. Ms. Ratigan, I have a question for you. Which one would you prefer, to shave your eyebrow or to shave the hair on your head?
I have a funny story before I answer. I think when I was about 9 years old, I saw that time persons were wearing bangs, you know bangs.
Yeah,
I was about 9 and I saw the bangs and mind you, my head picky, And I got the scissors and I cut away a bang in my head. My mom nearly killed me.
Oh Lord.
So, and I did shave my eyebrows.
But a part of the plan.
I was a very curious child. I cut my hair and I shaved my eyebrows.
So I think from
as
the
an
story,
adult,
you would prefer to go with shaving your hair.
let's just stick to the eyebrows. But as a child, I did both. Much to my parents' disdain.
I never touched my eyebrows. I had a friend who did, and when he came to school, he just looked really strange, and we couldn't figure out what's wrong. We tried to figure out what's wrong with you. Until
you know what I did? I took a razor and I slit mine. I was looking like a hippie.
Oh Lord. And I see people saying that they'd want to have smelly feet more than bad breath. And I'd rather have smelly feet than bad breath, to be honest. So
yes.
that can be controlled. Just don't take off your shoes, at least when you're out, and you'll be fine. Yeah, the bad breath can't work out. So moving on with the program.
But Pastor Somerville, we're wearing masks now,
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I like about wearing mask. If I just ate a biscuit and there's something on my mouth, you won't see because I have on my mask. Right. But that's a different story. Let's talk about that another day. Now we have on our program. What do we have next?
We have some shout outs, and these we're calling it big school shout outs. St. Anne's Bay Primary is often the big school because we are indeed a big school. We're big in academics, big in sports, big in personality, big on YouTube. We are a big school, and our standard is big, is high. And with us, we have some individuals who have walked through the doors of St. Anne's Bay Primary and have been impressed with a student or a teacher, and they're here to say Happy Children's Day because they are so moved and so concerned about our children, even though they have departed. So we have quite a few persons, past students, past teachers, past parents who want to say Happy Children's Day. At this time, I want to invite Mrs. Patricia Brown. We call her Auntie Pat. Auntie Pat to me.
Actually, I call her Auntie Pat, and all of the church people call her Auntie Pat.
Oh so, my God.
We don't really,
Hi,
we're willing to share, but Auntie Pat is good to see you.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Nice to be back with you, though virtually. Hi, Mr. Cole.
Hi, Auntie Pat.
How are you, Mrs.
Oh my God.
Pastor and everybody. Good being here. And I know that I don't have much time, but I want to speak to what the theme of your Children's Day, boys and girls, Happy Children's Day. It says, I strive to overcome adversity with resilience. That might be big for you, but I can tell you to say it another way. Try hard to be a winner using your God-given fighting skill. God has given you a fighting skill, a pushback skill, where you keep trying, and even if you fall, you keep trying again. So strive, try hard. Overcome means you are an overcomer. You are going to achieve if you overcome. Adversities, problems, difficulties, setbacks. But guess what? Some of these setbacks, many of them you can control. Like bad companies might not want you to do your schoolwork. You might have video games. You might have some things that are taking up your time, wasting your time. Even just your thoughts can be somewhere else when you should be paying attention to what you're doing online when you're doing your work. So I'm asking you to fight back. Push back against all of this and achieve quickly. There was a little girl by the name of LaShawn. She's a big lady now. I won't tell you her surname. You would know her anyway. But when I was at school, she was one who I could identify with because she was afraid of math. And when I was a little girl, I was afraid of math. So every time a class, I did a lesson, everybody is going fine. LaShawn seemed to be catching on and doing well. Then when I'm finished, LaShawn would raise her hands. And I said, yes, LaShawn, teacher, me no understand it every time. So I had to think of something now to push back against that to help LaShawn. So I said, let's use music. So I started to sing, math is fun and I like it. Woo, woo. And I got all excited and everything like that. And it helped somewhat, not completely, but it helped somewhat and helped other children. So I did a CD with some concepts in math that you can use music to get those concepts in your head. And I'm giving away one of them today to a child who might have challenges in mathematics. Maybe it's just a fear. Maybe your adversity is that you're afraid of math. You think you can't do it. And I want you to do well. I want you to push back. So you can use things to help you. This is one you can use. So I'm going to offer this. I don't know how you're going to get it. And one in language arts as well. These are, I'll get them to Mr. Cole to give out to children who are having challenges. You can listen to the music and you can learn from it. So with the assistance of this and other means, fight back. Say, I strive to overcome adversity with resilience. Resilience is your pushback mechanism, your fight back spirit, your determination. So I'm gonna try hard to be a winner using my God-given fighting spirit. So I pray that God will continue to bless you, boys and girls. And I love you all. And I miss you. I miss being with children, but I have of my own. God bless you, boys and girls. Bye, teachers and everybody, parents and everyone. God bless you. So, Mr. Cole, I will communicate with you as to how I can give about 6 of them, 3 for 3 children, 3 math and 3 language. That this will help them to fight back and achieve as they strive to do well in school. God bless you all.
Thank you, Auntie Pat. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Yes, it's good to be with you guys.
Thank you, Auntie Pat. Math is fun and I like it. It's a great tune, you know. That's nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
All right.
Auntie Pat should sing the song for us, you know. We shouldn't allow her to go and she not sing the song.
We don't,
All right, let me do it quickly for you. Let me do it quickly for you. Boys and girls, join me. Math is fun and I like it. Woo, woo. Math is fun and I like it. Woo, woo. Do it on Monday, do it on Tuesday, do it on Wednesday, do it on Thursday, do it on Friday too. Did you know that every digit in a number has 3 values? The face value, the place value, the true value. Did you know that every digit in a number has 3 values? The face value, the place value, the true value. That's why math is fun and I like it. Woo, woo. Math is fun and I like it. Woo, woo. Do it on Monday, do it on Tuesday, do it on Wednesday, do it on Thursday, do it all week through.
Thank you so much, Auntie Pat.
You are most welcome.
I don't know how I'm going to get that song out my head for the rest of the day. I just feel like it's gonna go with me for the rest of the day. Thank you so much, Auntie Pat.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, so we have past teacher shout out a while ago by Auntie Pat. Then we have some past students who want to share with you maybe some of their experiences and encouragement. So I invite Mr. and Mrs. Natalie Ellis, Mr. and Mrs. Ellis to come forward at this point with their past student shout out. And if they need assistance re-unmuting, please grant them that privilege. And while we're waiting on them, Mr. Kwesi Bryan, are you available and ready to do your part now?
All right, Mr. Bryan, you may go ahead. I see where you're saying yes, you're ready and available.
Please unmute Mr. Bryan.
Good morning, St. Anne's Bay Primary School. How are everybody doing today? I would like to wish you all a happy Children's Day. My name is Kwesi Bryan. I'm a proud past student of St. Anne's Bay Primary School. I'm also a veteran of the United States Army. My journey from St. Anne's Bay Primary School to where I am now has been long, challenging, and very rewarding. Technology has made the world a close-knit community, so prepare yourselves for the future because you are the future. I didn't know as a young student attending the great St. Anne's Bay Primary School that as an adult, I'd be living in a foreign country. So I encourage each and every one of you to make the best use of the education that is being provided for you so that you can achieve real success in the future in any region of the world you live in. It is your responsibility to learn your lessons well, to live well with others, to do well in your internal and external examinations, and to make your teacher, family members, school, community proud of you and your schoolwork. Before I leave, it is very important that you remember that if you fail to prepare, then you should prepare to fail. This applies to everything you do in life, not just schoolwork. So remember these 8 points. Number 1, take advantage of all the opportunities for you to better yourself. Number 2, set huge goals, no limit. The bigger the goal, the better. Anything you put your mind to, you can achieve. Number 3, make a plan to achieve these goals. Number 4, work hard to achieve these goals. Number 5, stick to your goals no matter what obstacles may arise. Number 6, don't be afraid of change. Number 7, be quick to adjust. And then last but not least, when things get tough, pray and lean on God for guidance. Now go into your schools, your communities, the world, and be great. Thank you for having me, guys. Big up, bless up, love from Arizona. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brian. Someone was asking if you're in space, but then, you know, another person rectified.
It's just a virtual background. Anybody can set up a virtual background on their phone. Check out the settings.
Yeah.
It's a virtual background.
Yes. We salute you, Mr. Brian.
Thank
and
you.
we are proud of you, and we're proud to say that we have such prominent people who have left the walls and doors of St. Anne's Bay Primary. Thank you so much for your message. Thank you so much for your big school shout outs. We are happy that you were able to do so.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brian.
At this time, Mrs. Ellis.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Are you hearing me?
Hello. We're hearing you
Hello?
loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay. Good morning, St. Anne's Bay Primary School family. Okay, I am Natalie Murray Ellis. Mr. Ellis should be here. I'm apologizing for his absence. So I am a past student of the St. Anne's Bay Primary. I left in 1996, right? So that's what, 25 years ago. I have fond memories of St. Anne's Bay Primary School. It has laid a great foundation in our lives, speaking on Mr. Ellis's behalf too. And on this Children's Day, I want to say Happy Children's Day to the children. I want to remind them that they are special, they are our future, and we are depending on them. They have all that it takes to be great. Okay, it's not where you start, children, but it's where you're going, all right? And I want you to believe in yourself, believe in your abilities. That's where success begins. Success begins when you believe in you. There are many persons or there are many children who you may think have things better than you or smarter than you, but really and truly, they believe that they can do it. So when they believe that they can do it, they put out the effort, the action to match that belief. So on this Children's Day, I want to say to you children, believe in yourself. Believe that you can be all that you want to be and many, many more. All right. So enjoy your day and thank you to St. Anne's Bay Primary School for inviting us.
You're welcome. And thank you for sharing with us today.
Yes.
So Miss Murray, before you go, can you hear me?
Miss Murray has left us.
No, she's here. She's still here. She's still here.
So Mr. Cole, you may be able to help us. So Mr. and Mrs. Well, we just
Murray, yeah, Mrs. Ellis. I'm Mrs. Ellis, yes.
Yes, so Mr. Ellis is your husband?
Sure, Nicholas Ellis.
So both of you are both past students of St. Anne's Bay
Primary School.
Wow.
I left in 1996 and Nicholas left in 1997.
I'm seeing the connection there, the big school connection.
Yes, big school family, big school family.
Yeah, big school family. So we went to the same primary school and you're married now for 10 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, so we hope the children are coming here too. Yeah, that's me giving trouble. So Miss Rattigan, where are we now? We're moving to a very special part in the program.
Before I move to that very special part, I think I want to do a little giveaway. You know, in class, when you do well, you're rewarded. Not true. Your
Yes.
teacher will give you a sticker. She might buy you ice cream. My kids know me as buying bag juice. Teacher, can you buy bag juice for us today? I'll treat
Or
them
Sky
to
Juice.
that.
Do you guys still sell Sky Juice or Sucks Up? That thing still exists?
I haven't seen that in a while. I perhaps have seen it in Ocho Rios, but not at school. We should have a Sucks Up day, Mr. Cole.
Okay.
Well, at this time, I want to give away some credits. So if you are on YouTube, you are on Zoom, wherever you are in your homes, on the road, it's time to get some credits. Now,
Can I play too?
there are some rules. Today is Children's Day. So if you're not a child, you're not allowed to play.
Okay.
No,
So Dick said there are days when he wished he was a child again.
Yes, yes. There are those days.
you're not a child, you're not allowed to
today's one
play.
such. And today's one such.
And especially if you're a teacher, you're not allowed to play at all. So get your fingers ready. Mrs. Henry Johnson is going to post a number, and move your fingers as quickly as you can to see if you can win. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, go. Once you have gotten this credit, please tell me whether you're on YouTube or on Zoom. I'm checking to see if somebody will get the credit. Anybody just yet? No.
Oh,
Number has been posted.
Yes, I see it. I see it, yes.
I'm not allowed to call out the number. Go.
Please inform Mr. Cole that he's only allowed to see it.
I am not
okay. All right, I'm sure we'll have the winner soon. The technicians will keep checking to see if someone has been able to get this credit. At this time, we're going to have a video presentation, so the shout outs don't stop. We have some shout outs from the community and from the staff.
The children on YouTube are complaining that they're not seeing the numbers. So I'm thinking that they're feeling a bit left out.
They will be going afterwards.
Okay.
Good morning, all the wonderful and brilliant students of St. Anne's Bay Primary School. A happy Children's Day from the Grade 5 department. We wish you all a fantastic day. You are special in so many ways, and we appreciate you. As teachers, all we do is for you. You are a treasure, and your worth can never be measured. It is indeed a pleasure working with you and bringing out the best in you. Continue to learn and to be the best that you can be. A happy Children's Day. God bless.
Students, happy Children's Day to you all. Special shout out to our grade 3 babies. We want to say that you're special, you are awesome, and we love you. Enjoy your day.
Hello boys and girls. I'm Ricardo Brown, Public Relations Officer, St. Anne's Bay Primary School, Parents Teachers Association. This year, Child's Month is celebrated under the theme Striving to Overcome Adversities with Resilience. I urge you all to draw on your inner strength to deal with the many challenges brought on by COVID-19. As you soar to be the best product of society, I encourage you to stay focused, be respectful, stay true to your dreams, and be courageous. Education is the key to success, Use it wisely to open as many doors as possible. Happy Children's Day. God bless you all.
Hi students, happy Children's Day to you, and I wish for you a wonderful rest of the month. May is special because it is your month, Child's Month. Now I'm Tanisha Llewellyn and I'm the Vice President for your PTA body at school, and I want to let you know today that you're very special. Without you, we as parents would be nothing. You make our day. We get up every day to live because of you. So I know you'd be wishing you are at school. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to join with your peers, but you could still do things to have fun. And we want you to know that you are very special and that you are loved. So enjoy the rest of your day. And remember now, your parents love you, your teachers love you, you are special, and God loves you. Happy Children's Day.
Hello to you. Yes, you. I trust that you are well, and I have taken this time out of my schedule just to wish for you a happy and joyful Children's Day. I want to remind you that you're destined for greatness. Yes, you are. It doesn't matter what others think of you, God has special plans for your life, and His plan includes you succeeding. God be with you, and happy Children's Day.
Happy Children's Day to the children of the St. Ansby Primary and Junior High School. I just want to tell you that you are smart, you are special, you are strong. And as you strive to overcome your adversities with resilience, remember that your circumstances does not have to affect what you become and who you become in the future, and that hard work pays off. Work hard, practice becomes perfect, and we love you.
Hi kids, happy Children's Day. I want to leave one thing with you. If the mountain was smooth, then you couldn't climb it. All these rough times that you may be going through with school and all the changes that are happening is for a reason. And it will be for a betterment of you later on in life. I hope you enjoy the day, and I hope that you'll make the most out of this one life that God gave you. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you to our past students for sharing with us the benefits of being a part of this school family. And we want to thank them for the encouragement given to all our students here online. We've come to a special point in our program where we'll be hearing from our motivational speaker. Our speaker was born and raised in the Highgate St. Mary to Eric and Claudette Mighty, the second of 4 children. He is a recent graduate of Northern Caribbean University with a degree in religion and theology. He currently serves as the intern or associate pastor of the Hope District of Seventh-day Adventist Churches. He is a lover of music and good food and a lover of learning philosophy. His main philosophy is, yesterday is gone and tomorrow may never come, so seize the opportunity to do all you can today to take you a few steps closer to your dream. I speak of none other than Pastor Mighty, Pastor Ordained Mighty of the Northeast Jamaica Conference. I invite him now to come and share his bit in terms of motivating our students here online. Please give him a round of applause in the chat. Pastor, welcome. It's over to you.
All right, good morning, everyone. Are you able to hear me?
We are.
Yes, we are able to hear you clearly.
Wonderful. Yes, I would like to firstly say happy Children's Day, Ansby Primary and Junior High School, or just primary school? Let me ensure I have it correct.
Primary school, St. Anne's Bay Primary School.
All right, St. Anne's Bay Primary School, the big school that I'm hearing so much about. I can't say that I am a past student of said school, as I would have attended the Highgate Primary and Junior High School over here in St. Mary. But it's all love, and I feel like I'm home because we are all family essentially. And I just want to thank Mrs. Cato Hall for the invitation to share in this wonderful experience. So at this time, I'm just going to share my screen. Let me know when you're able to see it. Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. So today we are looking at the caption, I soar, I strive to overcome adversity with resilience. And I just want to take the opportunity to present to you briefly and to motivate every child here under the caption, greater than you think. Anybody here believes that they are greater than they think? Just type a C in the chat. If you are a child and you think that you can accomplish great things, just type C in the chat. Simple, just the letter C. I'm waiting to see those C's. All right, those C's are coming in. Wonderful. So we have a lot of big thinkers, a lot of big dreamers here. So as we look at this, the first thing I want to do, I want you to also type a T in the chat for your teachers. Why? Because I am here as a result of resilient teachers. I am here because of teachers who said, you know, you can do it. Teachers who spent time to ensure that I would have gotten it right. Teachers who made sure to put your T's in the chat for your teachers without them taking the time out. Even in the midst of this pandemic, learning to use new software and all of these things to teach and to mold you as you are our future. I put the T's coming in the chat. Now I want you to pay close attention because there may be a gift at the end. I'll ask a question and there may be a gift at the end. So pay close attention. So the first thing, the story is told of an eagle and a chicken. Now, this story begins where the eagle was in its egg, in its nest, and somehow the egg managed to roll out of the nest, and a farmer managed to find the egg. So he decided to put this eagle egg among his chicken eggs. So the mother hen sat on them and she would have warmed them and all of the eggs would have hatched. So out of the chicken eggs, of course, would have come chickens. And out of that one eagle egg came a young eagle. And this eagle would have grown around the chickens, seeing what the chickens did and doing what the chickens did. If you know anything about chickens, you know that chickens can't fly. They just jump and flap their wings and they go for a short distance. So the eagle just did that. Even though it had bigger wings and different feathers and looked different from the chickens, it did what the chickens did. We know anything about chickens again, chickens get their food normally from the ground. You see them pecking around on the ground, trying to find things to eat. And this is what the eagle did because he thought himself to be a chicken. Now, one day he saw an eagle, a big bird flying up in the sky. And he decided to ask some of the chickens around him, what's that bird? Who is that? And the one hen said to him, that's an eagle. He belongs to the sky, but we are chickens. We belong to the ground. We just pick around. As a matter of fact, the eagles may actually eat us. And I would love to give you a happy ending to this story, but this eagle lived and it died thinking that it was a chicken, not knowing that it was greater than it thought itself to be. I want to tell you today that you are an eagle. What do I mean? You are greater than you think. And I want to just share with you, as I am a pastor, I want to share with you from the word of God. And if when you look at 1 Samuel, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16, verse 11 and 12, it says, Samuel said to Jesse, do you not have any other sons? Jesse responded, there is the youngest, David, but he's tending to sheep. Samuel told him to send for David, and he said, will not sit until he gets here. And when he showed up, he was young and strong. He was the one that God chose to be a king. Just to give you a little background on this so you understand what is going on here. So everybody knows what a king is, right? Everybody should know what a king is. A king is a ruler of a nation. The king would somewhat be the equivalent of our prime minister. But the king would have more power, more authority, and he would have more control. Now, the nation of Israel needed a new king because God had chosen one. His name was Saul, but he disobeyed God. So God said, all right, no, he won't be king anymore. We need a new king. So God decided to send the prophet Samuel to Jesse's house. And Jesse was David's father, to send Samuel to Jesse's house to anoint the new king. Now, David would have been chosen to be the king, but his parents didn't know that. Jesse didn't know that. His brothers didn't know that. But here are the three things that I'd like to share with you from David's experience, showing you that you are greater than you think. Firstly, don't be fooled by looks. Now, David had about 8 older brothers. And the eldest brother, Jesse, would have sent him to Samuel because he looked like a king. You know, he was tall, dark, and handsome, looked like king material. So Samuel thought, this must be the king, man. Of course, this must be the king. But God said, no, you're looking on the outward appearance. You're looking on the outside. But I am looking on the heart. Listen, what I want you to know, who you are is not limited to whether you're wearing an Adidas, a Reebok, a Clarks. It's not limited to that. It's not limited to whether you have the most expensive khaki or tunic on. It's not about what kind of food is in your lunch pan. It's not about whether you're here is picky, as Mrs. Rattigan said earlier. It's not about whether you're light-skinned or dark-skinned. Who you are is not limited to how you look. I grew up being called, big head boy, because I was this little boy with a huge head. And a lot of people used to call me big head boy. But the thing is, because of the encouragement of my teachers and of my parents, I realized that the big head wasn't an empty head. As a matter of fact, I saw a young lady and she was very beautiful, Pastor Somerville. And I thought that, this young lady, I should go and talk to her. And everything was wonderful until the young lady did something. She spoke. The moment she spoke, I realized that the beauty was just on the outside. She just looked good, but never had anything good to say. So, you know, they say some things look good, but they're far from good. That was the case based on how she spoke. I want to let you know that you are more than a JanSport bag. I don't know if that's still what is popular in these times, but when I was in primary school, it was JanSport, and if you never had JanSport, you never had to say anything. You weren't saying anything if you didn't have a JanSport bag. And if you didn't have a Reebok or a Nike Air Force, then it wasn't it, but you are greater than that. Don't be fooled by looks. That's point number one. Point number two, God accepts you when others don't. Anybody ever been told you're not good enough? Sometimes persons might look at you and say, no, you're just a child, man. No, man, you're not in a sense. You don't. And I know this doesn't happen at the big school, but other places there have been cases where teachers have said, no, man, you're worthless, you're not coming out to anything. I know it doesn't happen at the big school here, but some places it happens where children are told that you're not good enough to be anything, you won't become anything. But I want to let you know today that God made you with a purpose. As he told the prophet Jeremiah that he knew him from before he was born and had a plan and purpose for him. And he has a plan and purpose for every child here. Whether you're just in grade 1 or you're in grade 6, it doesn't matter. God has a plan for you. So he accepts you when others don't. I want to show you something from David's story. You see, David was out tending to sheep. He wasn't home when Samuel came. And just to show you how his father considered him as nothing, Jesse made all of his sons. He showed Samuel all of his sons. And then Samuel had to ask, you know, no more. And that's when Jesse said, yeah, man, I have another son, but he's out doing the work that nobody else wants to do. He's doing shepherding, and nobody no wants to smell like sheep. So nobody else wants to do it. So they gave him the runt work. But God had already chosen David. He had already made David important. Right now, if after this, if you should Google Israel and you look at their flag, you see a star, a blue star there that is called the Star of David. And David would have lived thousands of years ago. This nobody became somebody because God accepted him when everyone else didn't. The third and final point I'd like to share with you: stay with the sheep. That sounds strange. Yes, it does sound a little strange. But what I want you to know that today's actions are tomorrow's habits. The things that you're doing today determine who you are next year, determine who you are when you're an adult. All of the things that you are doing right now, when mommy is telling you to wash the dishes or to sweep the house or to spread your bed when you get up, when teacher is telling you need to read the textbook, when teacher tell you that you need to do the homework, these things are the actions that are forming tomorrow's habits. I have many classmates, schoolmates who are no longer alive because the habits, the actions that they were forming weren't the right actions. They weren't the right habits. No, they are not with us anymore because they would have gotten in trouble with the law. They would have gotten in trouble with police because they chose to do the wrong things. All of these things would have started from a young age. And I'm telling you today, recognize that you're meant to be more than a chicken, more than a bird that just pluck around or pick around. But you're a high soaring bird that even though things get difficult, you're able to fly just the same, while other birds sit out storms, eagles soar above them. So stick with the duties that you're given. If you're told to wash the plates with care, man. Do it to your best. If you're told to do your homework or to do projects, do them to the best of your ability, because this is what will determine who you are in the future. You know, you might say, boy, me no need to go to school. That's not important right now. When I'm big, I can do anything I want. But that's not how it goes. The thing is, as a child, you have an advantage. Many of the things that will take me forever to learn, you will learn it quickly. I bet you many of you didn't have much trouble learning how to go to class on Zoom or on Google Meet, Google Classroom rather. I bet many of you didn't have much trouble, but some of the teachers may have had a little more difficulty. You have an advantage, so stay with the sheep. David learned how to be a good king while taking care of sheep. A king protects his people and fights for his people. And while a sheep came, while he was tending sheep rather, a lion came and a bear came. Anybody know what a lion is or a bear? Just type Y in the chat if you know what a lion is. Just type Y in the chat. I see them coming in. So you know what a lion is, and you know that lions are dangerous. But David, a young, strong boy, decided that he would protect his sheep, his father's sheep. He would not allow a lion to come and eat them or a bear to come and eat them. And David, through the help of God, was able to fight them off. I'm not telling you to go and fight lions and bears now. But what I'm telling you, that even a child, as the word says, will lead them. You are able to do great things, even though you're a child. You are important. You are special. Not because you're only a child, but you're special because you're a child. You are indeed special. So as I said, firstly, ensure that you don't allow looks to fool you. All that glitters is not gold. And remember that God accepts you when everyone rejects you. And finally, stay with the sheep. Your actions today will form your habits. I would like to just share with you just a brief poem. I soar. It says, I soar, yes, I strive to overcome adversity with resilience. And to be clear, adversity is when the enemy graces me with their presence. And when obstacles are the bane of my existence, or simply, the thing that might pop up in my life and block my way like zinc fence. In essence, I soar above all the things that would stop me from being the best me I could ever be. And in a sense, I soar above the weeds that would choke me and stop me from growing strong and free like any tall tree, giving life and love to those all around me. You see, you too can soar as an eagle when the day is rough, rising above the clouds when when bad mouth comes, when person say you're not good or pretty enough, smart or witty enough, you're too country or not city enough, funny, not silly enough, too tall or not skinny enough, too poor because government never give you enough. But the Creator says you are enough. You are made with a purpose to be so much more. So learn all you can and can all you learn, so you can proudly say, I soar. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much,
Pastor.
Oh, excellent job, Pastor.
Great work. Thank you so much, Pastor. Ms. Rattigan, welcome back. It's good to have you.
Thank you. I had a little power cut and I missed some of the messages that I would have heard, but of what I heard, I am able to say that children, your parents or your guardians, your grandma, your auntie, your cousin, those who are around you, we want the best for you. We mean you well. We want you to be great. And sometimes you may not understand. You may frown a little. You may feel as if mommy is always at me, grandma is always at me, my stepmommy is always at me. But know that we want the best for you. And we are trying to make you into great people. Thank you so much, Pastor Mighty, for stopping by and sharing your gems and sharing your words of encouragement for our children. And I hope that even one child will remember you, remember what you said, and will take it and use it to build themselves and to be their best selves. Now, at this time, it would not be Children's Day without the children in action. We want to feature you. We want to big you up. We want you to know that you are special and that we see you. We see you. We hear you. We admire you and we love you. And at this time, some children, they were asked to display their talents, and God has given us various talents. Some of us can talk a lot. I have a student, I won't call his name, he will probably say, Miss, he talks and talks and talks. If I say B, he says C, but I love him. I love his conversation. He's always engaging. Some of us can dance. You put on a beat and you start move your feet. Some of us can sing. Some of us have angelic voices. Some of us can act. And each of us have been given a talent. And this time we want to feature big school children, big school talents, big stage talents today, this our Children's Day. So at this time, we're going to see Kids Talent Show.
Teacher stress, Early September morning, teacher start with hearty, ready for the work. Instead of a class of 20 kids pitney, a 50 pitney turn up. Good morning, teacher. Me no have no pencil, and me no have no book. Oh, and teacher, me mother say she no have no money, so you I figure buy me lunch. Teacher stress, teacher stress, teacher stress. 5 minutes later, teacher, you see you lick me. Teacher, me head hurt me. Teacher, just you see a teacher over there is a dirty wine. Shut up your mouth. You don't want to learn. My mother said. Maths. When I step in the class and come mathematician, you see this obsession me deal with theoretical. You see the action about the ask about that man. You go after the pi factorization. Me I do the subject from grade 1. When they come on to maths, me no play man. You know me good pan, but the picky.
My dog Javi produced that one, is it?
Ambassador Music.
All right. Those were our talent pieces from Big School production. Big up to all those children who participated and to those who also shared their videos within their classes with their teachers. We enjoyed watching them. Big up yourself, Big School children. It is your day. Now, because it is your day, We want to recognize you. We want to see all the work that you have been doing. And this is a unique period. And I am proud of each and every child who has been able to do their work from home without teachers saying, stop the talking, sit down, get in the
They're
line.
very
You
responsible.
have been able, yes, Pastor Somerville, they have been able to produce work at home. And this is how we know that children are extraordinary. And at this time, we want to see what they have been doing.
Mix. And it changes the color and have a dissolve and have a very sweet smell.
All right, wonderful. That was great work, and we are happy to see the wonderful things that our students are doing. Congratulations for students. Ms. Ratikan, where are we going next?
I must even pause to say, the parents and the guardians, I must pause. I know it's Children's Day, but I must pause to say thank you. We, the teachers, thank you so much. Over this period, we have become such a family, having to correspond with parents and guardians in order for our children to really excel. So we pause at this time to say thank you, parents, thank you, guardians, thank you, auntie, thank you, grandma, thank you, uncle, thank you, big brother. You have really been supporting us so that our children can be their best selves, so that they can soar amidst all that is happening, so that they can be resilient. And we appreciate you. We, the St. Anne's Bay Primary, love you and appreciate you. And I know that going forward, school will not be the same. School will be what it should be, which is a village, a place where children can be safe, where they can feel secure, and where their education will be of highest quality. So thank you. Thank you to the children who sent in their work. Some of them sent me work and said, Miss, no, I don't want anybody to see. But I'm going to say that each and every one of you, you are unique, you are able, and we see you and we love you. Continue to soar on this, our Children's Day, and going forward. At this time, Pastor Somerville, don't you think it's time for us to give out another phone card?
I think so, because you're a generous people.
Yes, were you checking the comments on YouTube, Pastor Somerville? Some of them were fighting.
I was watching the drama taking place over
Yeah,
there.
one drama over the phone card. Parents, I hope you're not the ones creating the drama. No, the only drama must be the children. It is the children's play day, it's the children's feature day. And if a parent is getting credit, I hope it is the children who will be using that credit. They're the ones who are supposed to top up their data now and have some fun. So the credit is for the children. We received one winner. So remember now to get the fingers moving. Tell them, Pastor Somerville, get the fingers moving. Put in the star 1, 2. What is it again? Star 120. It's flow credit that we're giving away this time. And I don't know how it works.
Well, I'm sure they'll figure it out. Trust me on
They're
that one.
smart. The children are smart. They'll figure it out.
Or
So
they
on
already know,
YouTube,
so.
all our YouTubers, all of us who are tuning in on YouTube, thank you, Mrs. Salmon Williams. It's star 121 for flow credit. I don't have a clue. The children are smarter than me on this one. So flow credits, get your fingers moving. Star 121 star. And I believe our technicians are over there on YouTube. So YouTube, those who are live and streaming on YouTube, get your fingers moving. Numbers are in. And set them off, Pastor Somerville. Set them off for the race.
On your mark, get set, go.
All right, as fast as you
I was hoping
can.
I'd hear some finger punching.
I see a child running up and down. I told you to get your phone. Is it Ronique? All right. I believe we will be able to get the winners by the end of the day from our St. Anne's Bay Primary Studio, our big school studio. We will be able to see who the winners are. All right, grand giveaway. We love to have fun too, you know. It's not only children who like to have fun. There's always a child inside of an adult, and we like to have fun. And we believe that learning is fun too. The best way to learn is through games and through fun and through being engaging. All right. I'm seeing where persons are saying that they got the credit, but it's moving so fast. I'm unable to pick up. Technicians will tell me.
Yeah, they'll figure that out.
All right. So
So
what's next on our program?
well, we just had Kids in Action, and we have on our lineup another icebreaker. This one will be done by Miss Wade, which is Guess Who, and she'll also have a poem from the big school. And so let's hear what this icebreaker is. I hope they don't come with smelly feet and no eyebrow again.
Let's see. Guess who?
All right, time for another game, students. I hope that you are ready for this one. All right, so you should know by now all your teachers at school, but guess what? There's a twist to it because I'm going to be posting a younger version of your teacher. So I want you to type in the chat, or I'm also watching on YouTube, so I'm looking at the YouTube chat as well. Type the name of the teacher who you think it is, and I will tell you if you are the winner. All right. So the first teacher I have on my list is this teacher right here. Can anyone guess the name of this teacher? Let me see what's happening in the chat. Type quickly to tell me who this teacher is. Who do you think this person is?
Type the names, boys and
Type the
girls.
name, right? Type the name of the teacher. Who do you think this teacher is? I'm not seeing any names on YouTube. What about here? Guess children. Oh, Miss Murphy. Oh, Miss Boyd Brown. Someone said Miss Boyd Brown. And guess what? You are correct. You are indeed correct. That one is Miss Boyd Brown. All right, let's try for the next person. Sorry about that. All right, so that was Mrs. Boyd Brown of grade 2. All right, what about this person? This one looks like a very familiar face to me. Who do you think this person is? I'm seeing Miss Ratigan. Very good. All right, you know the faces, man. It's like you knew the younger version of the teacher. All right, very good. That is indeed Miss Ratigan in her. Which is this, Miss Ratigan? Walkers with uniform?
No, that's my Golden Grove Basic
Oh,
School
Golden Grove
uniform.
Basic School. All right. All right. So that's Miss Ratigan of grade 4. What about this teacher? What about this teacher? Look at the face carefully. Who do you think this person is? I'm not seeing an answer for this one. You can guess any name, students. I'll tell you if you are correct. Who do you think this person is? All right, I'm seeing Miss Clark. No, it's not Miss Clark. Try again. I'm still seeing Miss Clark, Miss Simpson, Miss Murphy, Miss Tucker. All right, I'm not seeing the correct answers yet. Miss Warren, McDonald, Miss Williams, Miss Fraser, Miss Grant, Camel, Miss Dickinson. All right, so for this one, let me give you this answer because I'm not seeing the answer for this one. Miss Cameron Smith, Miss Grant Gray. All right, so this teacher is none other than Miss Anika Henry Johnson. So this one is Miss Anika Henry Johnson. All right, next picture. All right, who do you think this one is? I'm going to give you a clue for this one. This is one of our guidance counselors. Who do you think this person is? Miss Thomas. That's correct. All right, very good. Hosea Johnson, that's Miss Thomas. All right, what about this person? What about this teacher here? What about this teacher? Oh, Miss Darrell. All right, somebody said I forgot her name. All right, you are correct, Rikalia. That is indeed Miss Darrell. All right, next teacher. What about this person here? It's a cute baby picture. Who do you think this teacher is? Let me give you a clue for this one. This teacher is at grade 4. Miss Simpson. All right, one person said Miss Dickinson, and you are correct. So that's Miss Dickinson of grade 4. All right, who do you think this person is? Guess who this teacher is? Type your answers quickly, children. Miss Perkins. No, that's not Miss Perkins. All right, YouTube is saying Miss Palmer, Miss Camel. Look at the face, Miss White.
There's the answer.
Okay, I'm seeing the answer. This person is Miss Clark.
Big up
All right, Miss Clark of grade 1. All right, what about this person here? Look at the little cute face. All right, I'm going to give you a, no, I don't think I need to give you a clue for this one. Look at the face carefully. Who do you think this person is? I'm seeing Miss Wong over on YouTube. Miss Cox. Look at the face carefully, children. Somebody saying me. No, that's not me. Miss Hickling, Miss Palmer. All right, let me give you a clue for this one. She is one of our vice principals. Who do you think this is? Miss Harvey, very good. All right, very good. So someone said Miss Harvey. All right, what about this person? She's a teacher at grade 4. Miss White, Miss Core, Miss Wait. Oh, Miss Tucker. All right, very good. So that's Miss Tucker of grade 4. All right, next one. Who do you think this person is? Look at the face carefully. Who do you think this is? Miss Rattigan. No, that's not Miss Rattigan. Miss Perkins. All right, that is indeed Miss Perkins. All right, let's look at the next one. Who do you think this person is? Her face still looks the same, so this is an easy one. Who do you think this is? Miss Grant Gray, Mrs. Grant Gray. All right, very good. Excellent. You're doing well so far. All right, this person here, she's a teacher at grade 6. Who do you think this person is? She's at grade 6. Miss Fraser, no. Try again. Try again. I'm seeing Miss Fraser, Miss Warren, Miss Brown. Yes, this one is Miss Brown of grade 6. All right. What about this teacher? Look at the face. Who do you think this is? I'm seeing Miss Grant over on YouTube. Somebody said me. No, that's not me. Miss Brown. No, that's not Miss Brown. Oh, I'm seeing Miss Kamok over on YouTube. So that is indeed correct. That is Miss Kamok. All right, what about this person here on the veranda? Who do you think this person is? I'm seeing Miss Warren over on YouTube. Miss Graham. Somebody saying me. No, that's not me. Try again. Miss Wang. Miss Palmer. All right, let me give you a clue. This teacher is at grade 4. This teacher is at grade 4. If you know your teachers, you should know this one. She's at grade 4. Somebody is saying me. No, try again. Miss Smith, Miss Simpson, Miss Graham, no. Try again. Try again. Somebody said Miss Davis, no. Miss White. You don't know the teacher, students? Miss Dickinson, we already saw Miss Dickinson. Miss Rattigan, Miss Score. Okay, somebody got it correct. It is Miss Rose Score. Somebody over on YouTube got it. She said Mrs. Rose Score. All right, what about this person? You should know this person. This is an easy one. Who do you think this is? Miss Wang. No, that's not Miss Wang. Try again for me. Miss Simpson. Miss Cato. All right, very good. Someone said Miss Cato. Very good. All right, what about this person? Who do you think this person is? Somebody said you. Do I look the same? All right, this is my picture. So this one is Miss Way. This is actually me. All right, so very good, very good. All right, what about this person? This person, who do you think this person is in a big jacket and tie and all these things? Who do you think this person is? Mr. Cole. All right, excellent. Very well done, students. You did very well. All right, so you are seeing that we were once children just like you, right? All right, so continue to enjoy your Children's Day. Over to you, Miss Rattigan.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Wade.
And you know, Miss Rattigan, I found something interesting that, you know, Mr. Cole has been dressing up for a long time. Yeah.
I realize, you know, I've never seen that picture. I was here cracking up, Mr. Cole.
It has been in the archives.
That one missed me. Thank you so much,
The
Miss
TV
Wade.
behind him reminds me of a TV we had at our house.
Yes, those are the big back television where you know you had to go outside and turn the antenna and show, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You had to pull a little thing to turn it on. It
Yes,
move the thing to the channel.
certainly.
Yeah.
These
Thank
children
you
don't
so
know
much,
about
Miss
those
Wade.
TV. They don't know about these
No.
kind of TV.
No,
Yeah.
they don't know about any big back TV. Everything is flat screen and touch screen. And just the other day I saw where a TV can now be on your fridge. So you can be in the kitchen and touching the TV, watching TV on the fridge. So technology has really advanced in such a way where if we were to even show them something from 5 years ago, the question would be, what is that? Or where did this come from?
What kind of invention is that?
True.
Yeah. So who's next on our lineup, teacher?
We're gonna invite back Miss Wade. Miss Wade, we're giving you a little trouble today. And I'm sure you're happy to do so.
All right, it's me again, students. Now, I took the time to write this especially for you children because you are very special to me. You are very special to us at St. Anne's Bay. And as such, I decided to write this for you. Okay, so please listen. All right, so it's entitled Big School Children. Calm, courageous, and confused, many of you were. The first day you entered through big school gates, hiding from us at times whenever we would say, boy, girl, go to your class, get an education today. In class, you worked smart and at times enjoyed play, learning core values, though you lingered some days. Dream big, students, don't lose your way. Reach for the stars, leave the badness, and show respect today. Envy no one. Engage yourselves in something positive always. Never say never. And remember, nothing comes easy anyway. They say no one is perfect, but you are all today. Big school children, it's your day today, tomorrow, and every other day. At Big School, we want you to always enjoy work and play. Thank you very much, Ms. Stratigan.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Wade.
Yeah, we should be the ones saying thank you for that lovely poem. It was wonderfully written and it was wonderfully executed. Thank you so much, Ms. Wade, for your active involvement in the program today, as well as that poem you would have written for our students. Big School.
And now, it would not be a Children's Day without some children being featured and children talking out and children bigging up themselves, because we encourage them to always be brave and to be proud of who they are and to be proud of everything that they do. And at this time, we want to feature them some more and big them up some more.
those were some of our beautiful children at St. Anne's Bay Primary.
You are seeing yourself. Wow, you children are so amazing. And never forget that we love you. We love you, boys and girls. We appreciate you. We are proud of you. Pastor Somerville, you have to run.
I have to run, but it was great being here with the team, being here with everybody, all those students from the Sentence Bay Primary. It was good being here. And I thank everybody for the warm welcome I received while being here. And also want to let you know that Sentence Bay Sentence Bay Primary is the institution to have your child. So thank you so much, Mr. Cole. Thank you so much, team members. I look forward to being with you again. I've interacted with Sentence Bay Primary multiple times, and we have a good thing going on. We look to ensure that we keep that relationship going. Thank you so much, Ms. Rattigan. You've been a wonderful co-host. You are a natural at this MC thing. So, you know, you need to start making some money off of it. But God bless everybody. Take care. Looking forward to being with you one more time.
Thank you, Pastor Somerville, for being here.
No
All right,
problem.
boys and girls, let's hear Happy Children's Day from one of your very own. She has a message for you. And when she's finished, if anybody wants to on the Zoom platform, I'm so sorry, YouTubers. If you're on the Zoom platform and you also want to say Happy Children's Day, I'll take about 1 or 2 of you if you want to say Happy Children's Day. So Happy Children's Day message from grade 4.
Happy Children's Day, everyone. My name is Rishante Richards, and I attend St. Anne's Bay Primary School. You can do all things through Christ. If you put your mind to it, and you can accomplish anything. Bye, everyone, and remember, stay safe.
Oh, that is so nice.
Right. Anybody want to say Happy Children's Day on Zoom? YouTube, don't bother with any drama, no. I'm sorry, I can't see you over there. I'm gonna ask the technicians to unmute the children as I identify them. So I'm gonna go with Renicia Lindo. Renicia Lindo, could you unmute her so she can give her greetings? Go ahead, Renicia. Not hearing you, Renicia. You can go ahead, sweetheart.
Renee says talking, but I'm not hearing her. Technical support, could you look into that for me? I'm gonna take a boy. I love my boys. Go ahead, Dominic. Dominic Perry, you're on.
Happy Children's Day.
Happy Children's Day to you, Dominic. Is there any child or friend of yours that you also want to single out and say Happy Children's Day to? No? Dominic has gotten shy. So thank you, Dominic, for sharing Happy Children's Day. Do you want to go ahead? Ronique. Is that Ronique? Ronique Wade?
Waddle.
Waddle, I'm sorry. Ronique Waddle, go ahead.
Happy Children's Day.
Happy Children's Day, Ronique. You're looking so sweet this morning. Happy Children's Day to you. Happy Children's Day to your friends. One more. Let me take one more. Oh, I'm seeing Mrs. Grant Gray. Mrs. Grant Gray, just hold on a minute. Let me take another child and then I'll allow you to speak. Go ahead. Rikayla Brown. Rikayla, you're up.
Happy Children's Day and enjoy it.
Beautiful. Happy Children's Day, Rikayla. Go ahead. I'm wondering if it's Jay who's behind Shanine Gray. Go ahead. Thank you, Rikayla. I love your beat.
Okay, I want to give a big shout out to all the children. I just want to say Happy Children's Day to all the children at St. Bay Primary School. Children, without you, none of us would have a job today. So I want to say a big, big, big special shout out to you today. May you continue to be good children, continue to do well, and may God continue to bless you as you continue to smile and make us as teachers happy. And this is also coming from our guidance committee, who also wants to shout out a big Happy Children's Day to you. God bless you all. Thank you, Mrs. Ratigan.
Thank you so much, Miss Gray, and thank you so much to Miss Thomas, who has been working behind the scenes to man the computers and for us to have smooth transitions all around. I'm seeing so many hands, boys and girls. I'm so sorry. I'm seeing hands from Dejane, Davina, Josiah, Kim Smith. Oh, Mrs. Maxwell Harvey. Hi, Mrs. Maxwell Harvey. Do you want to say something to the children this morning? Or Vice Principal? Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Mrs. Maxwell Harvey.
All right. Hello, everyone. I just want to say Happy Teachers Day. I know I would slip up with that. I was looking to see, I kept saying it. Happy Children's Day to everybody. I have been over on YouTube because I could not get in on Zoom, but now I've Zoomed my way over. And I just want you to know that we love you and you are the best. And anything, I've been hearing this message from morning, but you have to believe it. Anything that you want to be, you can be. Be good and we love you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ratigan. And Mr. Ratigan, you have been doing a great job. I see
Thank you.
I know.
I do it for the children. I love the children.
I know.
Thank you. Oh, somebody's saying I need to give another child a chance. All right, so one more child, one more, and then we have to wrap up. I'm going to go with a boy. I'm gonna go with a boy. Girls, don't be mad at me. I'm gonna go with a boy. Go ahead, Josiah Johnson. All right, Josiah, you're...
Mrs. Ratigan, Mr. Paul and Mrs. Ratigan, I thank you all for setting this up today. Students, I work the future to tomorrow and the childhood. Enjoy your childhood. And happy Children's Day, everyone.
All
I love
right.
you all.
We love you all too. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. All right, guys, I have to wrap up. They're telling me it's time to wrap up. But before I go, I can't leave you hanging. Remember, it's Children's Day. It's lots of fun. We are here to reward and to big up. So before I go, I'm going to be giving away one more phone card, one more phone credit, one more data top up to that lucky person. This one is a Digicel phone credit. I'm waiting for the technician to send me the number. Okay, they're saying that I should not just share it with Zoom. We're opening it up to everyone. So whether you're on Zoom or on YouTube, this is your chance. It's a Digicel phone card. So I'm giving you 2 seconds. Put in your number, *121#. Mrs. Salmon Williams, did I get it right this time? Yes, she says yes. Thank you. *121#. And I am going to be calling these numbers as slowly as I can. I will not be repeating the numbers. So you have to get it in one go. All right, everybody? Ready? 3, 8, 2, 0, 8, 0, 9, 3, 6, 9, 8, 2, 7. All right. I hope somebody got it. I see Rikela jumping up and down. Can somebody unmute Rikela for me? Rikela Brown. Can you find her? Rikela is calling. You got it, Rikela?
I got it.
Wow.
$108.
All right, awesome. So Rikela, she got the last phone card. I'm not sure who got the first 2, but I'm sure I'll be able to learn of that after the program. Thank you, everybody. Rikela is rejoicing. All right, Rikela. At this time,
Matthew 19, verse 14. Suffer the little children and forbid them not to come unto me. Children, you are special, you are a treasure, recognized by God. And so, on behalf of the Grade 5 team, my wish for you is to have a happy Children's Day.
all right. Happy Children's Day once more. Continue to soar. Continue to soar, everybody. We see you, we hear you, we love you. At this time, we're going to have some fun. We're gonna play some music. We're gonna dance up a beat. We are going to enjoy ourselves. Before the music comes in, I just want to say a big thank you to each and every individual who helped to make this day a success. All the technicians, all the teachers, all the parents. I love my parents, each and every one of you who have been supportive. Thanks to the PTA, thanks to the community, thanks to the stakeholders, past teachers, past students. You name it, you helped today. I thank you very much for all that you have done so that the children could feel special, so that they can know that we love them. DJ Kamok, Miss Kamok, DJ Miss Kamok is going to take it away for us as we go into the rest of our day and enjoy Children's Day 2021. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Let the music play.
Happy Children's Day, students. You are listening to the one and only DJ Cam on the ones and twos, representing the big school, St. Anne's Bay Primary. And me there to spice up your day with some good music. Run it!
It's okay. Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, move body. Make you ring alarm. Oh yeah, shake body. Move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like that? Move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like that? Move it. Baby, massive and crow. Skip to my love. Skip to my love. Skip to my love. Everybody skip. Skip, skip, skip to my love. Skip to my love. Skip to my love. Everybody skip.
Missy, you see in gold and logo of Berlin. And them love the Jamaica flavor. Dance so nice if dance is not working. What's when we have no behavior? No behavior. No behavior.
Free up yourself. Free up yourself.
Yeah, one for them girls. Good. Boys, road fashion. Earlier, Rosie, say.
Now everybody dance. Come on, dance. Let's go. Enjoy yourselves. Now everybody dance. Come on, dance. Free up yourselves and dance.
Everybody do the dancer. Walk with a dancer. Swing with a dancer. Try talk with a dancer.
Watch everybody do the dancer. What feels good? Keep with the dancer. The dancer. Rock with the dancer.
Shampoo, 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 shampoo,
A mass just swap the breadfruit them round there.
Cool kid. Them some breadfruit make you coward. But them have a beer to catch a one ya. Escobar say it.
You all get a breadfruit. You want breadfruit? Just tell me if you want breadfruit. You want breadfruit? Catch it down to them called breadfruit. Watch it down. Roast or fry, roast or fry. Catch it down. Roast or fry, roast or fry. Breadfruit. You want breadfruit?
Sad to say your dance session has come to an end, but I hope you enjoyed your time with DJ Dev. I'm out.
Happy Children's Day! You are a gift, special, important, and loved. I wish for you a happy and an awesome day. Let's soar!